So how do we get from x to the 8th to x to the 24th? It turns out if we take that to a power, then the power to a power rule, you just multiply, and you get x to the 24th. Since we took the left side to the third power, we have to take the right side to the third power also. And that just gives us 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So this negative exponent means we are taking 1 over the square root of a is equal to x. If I multiply by root a and divide by x, I can switch these around, and then I can square both sides. And I'm left with 1 over x squared is equal to a. So t squared is equal to 4 after I add 4 to both sides. If I take the square root of both, I get that t is equal to plus or minus 2. But it has to be bigger than 0, so t is equal to 2. First thing I do is square both sides, so now I have x squared minus 9 is equal to 16. I add 9 to both sides, so x squared is 25. Then I take the square root of both sides, so x is equal to 5. I want the positive solution, so I don't need to worry about plus minus. So for this to be 0, these two parts will cancel out, and these two parts will cancel out. 2 times what number will give me 10? Well, that's a 5. And if you'll notice, if I make this 5 times 5 times 5, that's the same thing as 5 cubed, so those will cancel out also. So x is equal to 5. First thing I will do is square both sides. On the left, that just becomes x minus 3. And here, if I combine like terms, I have 9 minus 6, I'm sorry, that should be root x plus x. And all of that is equal to x minus 3 carried down from the top. So I can subtract these x's, and if I add 3, I have 12 on the right and negative 6 root x on the left. If I divide by, say, negative 6, I get that root x is equal to negative 2. If I square both sides, I get that x is equal to 4. They want to know what is the square root of x minus 3. If I plug in a 4, that's just going to give me 1. I suppose you could just guess and check what makes this one true. If you plug in a 4 here and a 4 there, that's going to give you 1 on each side, which is what you want. So 5 root 2 times 2 is equal to 10 root 2, which is equal to root 2x. So when the 10 goes back underneath the radical, it goes as 2 times 100. What that means is x is equal to 100. If I take the square root of both sides, I get that x minus 3 is equal to 9. Could be plus or minus 9. So x minus 3 is 9, x minus 3 is negative 9. Over here, x is 12. Over here, x is negative 6. If I add those two together, I get 6. If I take the fourth root of both sides, I get that x minus 3 is equal to 0. Or I could just, from the get-go, notice that the only thing to plug in to make this 0 is a 3.